Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Bit of shave time. There's been a parcel coming in the mail for since the 12th of April. I had no idea what it was, who it came from, where it came from. Well, I knew where it came from through the tracking, but I didn't know what it was. It turned up today and I sent a complaint through because it wasn't actually there. It was delivered at 1:21 p.m. 13:21 in police talk, or normal talk for me, and went out at 13:22 and it wasn't there, but it came about 5 minutes later. So the postie obviously delivered it and then delivered it. Bit dodgy. Should never put delivered until it's delivered. You might get killed on the way to that delivery. But it came, it was a package, and right round that package was Artisan Arcade. If you head over to www.artisanarcade.com, it is Australia's #1 and only site for Stirling soaps or Stirling shaving products, Stirling soap company, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you watched a video of mine's reasonably recently, probably I'll say about a month ago, maybe a bit longer, my bottle of frost drops, for whatever reason, happened. The lid cracked right round here. You can see on this one, this is the one that I fixed. You can see how shiny it is and a bit dirty. I fixed it with super glue. It's been absolutely spot on since. I've not had a problem with it. I've used it a couple of times. I don't use it all the time. It's reasonably warm today, so I will pull it. Actually, will it? Yeah, why not? Let's just mentalise what I'm going to use. I wasn't going to use it, but I will use it. Peter from the Artisan Arcade, who's the owner, proprietor, the main man over there, he's got some wonderful products on there, and I will come to you one day, mate, and grab some stuff, but obviously at the moment I'm struggling. I'm surprised you sent this. You did not have to send this. The one I've got was working absolutely fine. Frost drops, 2 bottles now. I'll see what happens. I might end up giving one away in a giveaway if Peter's okay with that. And he sent me 3 sample soaps. The first one is Arcadia. Now, I've had this before. I love the scent of it. I got rid of it. I don't know why I got rid of it. It's a real lovely winter scent. It's very warming. It is a clone or a dupe of Terdermis. Is that right? Yeah, Terdermis, yeah. Can't remember who makes that. Is that who makes it? Hermes, Terdermis. There you go, I think that's it. And Scots Pine Sheep, which I think has got sheep's tallow in it. Now the problem is, I think they were sandwiched between each other. I think I had the Arcadia on the top, and then underneath it I had this. I've squished this into a little tin, which had one of the Secret Artisan soaps in. And to be honest, the Secret Artisan, I've got another soap coming from the Secret Artisan, and it's not looking likely that this soap is going to be released until 2021. COVID-19 is not helping, but all the process they have to go through, it's going to be going through a major company. So it's going to be a big sort of, into a big massive beauty sort of company. I don't know what it's going to cost, I don't know anything about it. I know a little bit more about it, but I'm going to keep that for me because I don't want to start chucking information out that I'm not supposed to. Stirling Soap Company, Barbershop, handmade shave soap. This is made in the States. Rod and Mandy Lovin, I don't know. They're always loving because they always put nice stuff on Facebook and stuff like that. But I've squished it in my tin, like so, and I'll stick the label on later on. But the scent on it is really, really nice. I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying Barbershop now. It's powdery, it's creamy, it's sweet. This one, I mean, just give me a minute, I'll be back in a second. So I've just picked up a few soaps, 3 Barbershop scents, all different to my nose. Now, I'm trying to think what this smells like that I've used before. It smells identical to another soap I've used. I can only imagine it was a Barbershop. I'm not sure which Barbershop. Now here we go. Good Vibrations, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It smells nothing like it. It smells nothing like Stirling Barbershop. The Wanderer Barbershop from Zingari Man. Smells absolutely nothing like it. This is more citrus forward, sweeter, more sort of cookie dough type style. This is the closest. This one is Noble Auto Barbar, but it's still not there. So I've got 4 Barbershops here. None of them smell the same. So I'll be honest with you, this one here, I've smelled this before. And I'm trying to think, was it PAA-CAD maybe? It might be PAA-CAD. I've had it before and I smell it and that's what it smells like. So is this the Barbershop scent? Because I've been told that that's Barbershop scent and that's Barbershop scent. And you know, I know Douglas over at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements would definitely put a twist on it, so I don't expect this to smell like Barbershop, but I'm sure he's got a Barbershop scent. And given that I've now smelled this one twice, this type of scent, very close. I don't even think it's CAD, to be honest. I've smelled something that's very similar to that and I can't put my finger on it. I just can't get it. I can't think of the brand or the company or whatever it was. Right, frost drops. I'm going to pop 5 drops on top of the soap. Five drops, a lucky number. It just adds a little bit. It's not a heap of menthol. The brush I've got soaking in my half pint jug, or whatever you want to call it. And it is my 28mm rhodium knot. I'm trying to get through this shedding process with it and trying to get to a non-shedding stage. I don't know whether I'll ever get there with it, I don't know. Like I say, I am going to be sending this back to Serjan, but I am waiting on him. He's going to send me over another knot to try it. I think he's actually sending me another razor to give it a go as well. I don't know. And then I've got a handle that I'm going to send back as well. Once I get it, I'll send that back to him as well. So I'm just loading it now. The only thing I'm looking at now is this is quite a dark soap and I've just chucked my nice white badger tips right into this soap. So hopefully we're okay. Yeah, I've definitely I'm wondering if I've smelled this soap and I've still got it in my den. The menthol's kicking up a little bit. I wasn't expecting the menthol to have much of a say in this shave today. Right, there's the brush loaded. Beautiful. Just wipe the face. It's a no prep shave. Once again, I had my shower late last night. Strip out the excess. Now I'm not going to be doing a virtual groom room lather again today. My lathers take long enough as it is. But his technique definitely works. You know, build that lather up and then paint some water in and you really can't go wrong. And Jack, to be honest, his lathers take a bit of time. I like the fact that he doesn't really give a shit, he just takes the time that he needs. It's his shave. It's not for anyone else to say, really. If it takes too long and you don't want to sit there and watch it, fast forward it. If you don't want to sit and watch him at all, don't watch him. And I expect this exact same. What is the, where have I smelled this before? What is the, this is an identical scent to something I've used before. It's very, very similar to Barbar. Barbar does actually have quite a close resemblance to it. This is a little bit more sort of sweet. It's definitely not that. I think it might be CAD from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. PAA CAD. I think that's, for some reason, that is what's sticking in my mind. I haven't lost any hairs today from the load or the lather so far. I'm going to treat the brush like I always do. I'm not going to change my ways for a knot, and I think Serjan appreciates that. Because ultimately it takes away a little bit of the enjoyment for me. I've got a way of lathering. It works with every other knot. I expect it to work with every knot or every brush that I use. I think I've just been a little bit unlucky with the beginning of this knot. I'm hoping I still haven't lost anything, but I am going to split it now. Still nothing. Just drop a bit of water in there. I'm using Johan from Shaving Butcher. This is his favourite soap ever. Loves it. Can't stop talking about it. Absolutely loves Stirling soap, so he does. I sort of understand where he's coming from, but to be honest, this is a very slick soap. It's easy to work with. Millie, go back on the Wi-Fi. Go back on the Wi-Fi. Mitchell, go and tell Millie to go on the Wi-Fi. My daughter's got dance school. She does it online. She's a full-time dancer. And she does nothing but do my head in all day. The Wi-Fi cuts out, so I let her use my phone. The phone cuts out, she goes off red again. I'm sick of it. She's been driving me nuts all morning. I would normally just stop the video and think it, but this is life in my house at the moment. Welcome to the fucking madhouse. Haven't lost a hair yet. Come on, Johan. That's phenomenal, mate. Mate. I am just going for a nice calf shave today. No shave. Just to change it up a bit. So there is the brush. Chock-a-block. Haven't lost a hair. Haven't even looked for one. I haven't really been that bothered about it, to be honest. I'm just going to use it now. Maybe it knows I'm looking normally and just goes, fuck you, have a hair. So here we go, the Christopher Bradley razor in stainless steel with the B plate, 0.73 blade gap, and the third or fourth use Gillette Super Stainless, the spoiler vintage blade. Known the world over for their longevity and their smoothness and sharpness. Just a nice little kick of menthol, not much, just enough. I just feel it. I think in all honesty, just for normal soap, I think 5 squirts of menthol is quite nice. You know, it's not in your face menthol, it's just enough to give you a little chill. Very nice. And here we go with ladder number 2. Scoop that on the chin. Samuel was asking when I'm thinking of starting my fragrance channel. And I'll be honest, it's not going to be a quick turnaround thing. It's not going to happen in a few days or a week or so. It might be a little bit longer. I want to just get my head straight first. Once I've got my head straight, then I can sort of concentrate on the channel rather than, oh, let's buy more fragrances because I'm fucked in the head. I'm still waiting on, I don't know when I'm going to get the name picked. I'm still adding names to the list. There's some crackers, some ones that I really like, but like I say, I'm not planning on picking this name myself. I'm planning on letting the kids and the wife, I might even just let my boys pick it, just for something a bit different. They'll probably pick something stupid, but who's to say that's the wrong one? Right, pass number 2. Skadoosh! I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not the best soap in the world. It's definitely one of the best value for money soaps. The scents, most of them are singular, you know, wintergreen, orange, lemon, that sort of thing. Some of them are just a few little scents added together. But ultimately, it's a pretty slick soap. Like I say, it's easy to work with. I would definitely say that Stirling are pretty much the kings of menthol. They don't use synthetic coolants, everything is menthol. I've still not lost a hair from this brush, doing very well. What a nice surprise, really nice soap. I really like the scent, like I said. I never used to be a fan of Barbershop. I don't know why I am now. And I went from not really liking it all to really liking it. I wonder if I'm the same with sandalwood, because everyone loves sandalwood. I hardly come across anyone that doesn't like sandalwood. Yet I've never been a fan of it. weeper there. I think it's a weeper, maybe a cut, I'm not sure. Right. One thing that Stirling doesn't reach the heights with is the post shave, but it's by no means a terrible post shave. You know, it's still a very, very good post shave. It feels quite moisturised. It's a weeper or a cut, I'm not sure. A little bit of blood there. Just going to rinse the brush out. I'm going to do my usual. Let's just see how many hairs we lose there, if we lose any. I've got a few little weepers here and there. To be honest, it's something I haven't done very often lately, is use the carb razor from start to finish. The Ferret Artist Club is a surprisingly good shave, and it does give you nice shaves if you're careful with it. Still a fair bit of soap in there. It's the only downside to this knot. It's not even really a downside, is it? It's so dense that it just hogs the lather in the base of the knot. So you've got to really clean it out. I've given that a real good flick, quite a hard flick, and as you can see, nothing has come out. Still a little bit of soap in the bottom of that there. I'm not being gentle with this, you know, I'm being my usual sort of, not rough, but I'm giving it the exact same as I would any other brush today. Not treating it any differently to a synthetic boar badger. Same again. Nothing's come out. God, there's still soap in the base of it. I'm only doing this full thing today just to show you that I'm not losing any hairs. That's mainly it. Probably lose some now because I'm beating the shit out of it in the bowl trying to get rid of the soap. Still nothing. So there we go. Nothing lost. Looks the same. Not being quite as heavy-handed on the towel, but I'm still just being myself. Nothing different. I'm expected to lose maybe one here. Yeah, like one. So maybe losing the towel routine might be the way forward, but I've got through that whole shave there today with one hair loss, mainly from the towel. And to be honest, the tips are so soft, when you start drying it off it becomes almost sticky like gluish. Right, let's finish off with Australian Private Reserve Essentials Restoration Peptide Concentrate Serum. Just wet my hands, one squirt of the serum, and here we go. And I honestly think that's a perfect amount of serum. A little bit of water just allows you to carry it over your skin more and spread it out nicely. And it does seem to work very well, I have to say. So the soap for today was another gift sent along from Peter over at the artisanarcade.com. Lovely bloke, obviously watches the channel because he picked up on the menthol bottle and decided to send out another one. And thank you very much, Peter, for doing that. I may at some point do a little giveaway just with this and a couple of other bits and bobs, so I might add it into a bigger giveaway, one of them. that's going to last me a very long time, one bottle. So I would rather maybe give someone else a try, they might like it, and head on over to the Artisan Arcade and grab one. And thank you very much for these two as well, Scots Pine and Arcadia, which are both, not sure what the scent is on this yet, whether there is a scent. And we finished it off. Did I have already done that? Barbershop. Really nice scent. I've got to say I'm really happy with it. I think it's, I've smelled it before from some other soap and I can't quite put the soap or this, whatever the brand of the name was. Got our Christopher Bradley razor with the B plate. Oh, should have been the brush really, but God, those tips are so soft. But it's a fantastic knob. 28mm of pure dense beauty in my that darn raw brush handle. There we go. And finished off today with Australian Private Reserve Essential Restoration Peptide Concentrate Serum. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention that I did actually add Stirling Frost Drops at the beginning. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed it. I've got no issues really at all. This serum does seem to work very well. If anything, it's a sort of level playing field as the Codex product that I use, the Super Skin Food. The only difference being really is the smells nicer. And the other difference being Codex Bayer Super Skin Food is all natural. The bottle of the tube it comes in is made from sugarcane, the inks all natural inks, everything from Codex is biodegradable, eco-friendly, sustainable, blah 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 blah, you name it, it is it. This one has a bunch of ingredients in the back, a shit ton of them. How many of them are good for you and how many of them are not good for you, I don't actually know. But I should really have a look at the ingredients and just have a little dig through and see what's what and just see what's good and what isn't, or whether it's all good or whether most of it is or isn't. There's a lot of ifs, whats, maybes and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.